A lot's been going on recently, and I kind of wanted to give a little bit of a life update.
Shoot him, kid!
Hello everybody, I'm Roadblock, and this is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Before we get started with the life update, I also want to give you guys an update about the account giveaway that is still going on. Just wanted to give everybody time to kind of get their comments in, so go check out that video. If you haven't already, throw a comment in there if you're interested in that account. It's a pretty good account. I plan on so I'm realizing now that I may have already made the decision by the time you see this. My plan, I'm recording this late Saturday night. Sunday is when I'm going to take the time to go through the comments and basically use a random number generator and randomly pick a comment is kind of my plan. So, but that will happen tomorrow. I will put that out in a video tomorrow and let people know who the winner is. I'll do it on the video so that everybody knows. But thank you for your patience with me while I had originally recorded that. With truth be told, my intention was to record that and have that run for this whole week since I was going out of town on that Sunday. So, but I think, you know, they just changed the order of the videos a little bit, which is totally fine. I'm not like upset about it or anything. So maybe a little bit less time than I would have wanted for you guys to be able to comment on it. But that's why I'm kind of pushing it until Sunday, just to give, you know, some last minute opportunities. Listen up. I just got a new promo link that you can use to follow along with me on my latest free-to-play adventure and get a free Elenaril as well as 3 more powerful epics as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Plarium Play and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Don't miss out on your chance to get Elenaril right after signing up, as well as Fayne, Uugo, and Tagoar as you progress through Raid. Click on my link right now and let's crush this together. Yeah, I do plan on picking that, and I'll probably just make another video going over the account, maybe even giving my recommendations and such to the winner. So that's going to be tomorrow's video, so please check that one out if you guys are interested in to see if you won and to see who won, etc. I'll also put a comment in the YouTube channel as well. So okay, now let's talk about the life update. Right, I wanted to give a life update because I've been getting a lot of questions and comments and kind of, you know, feedback, if you will, about, hey, what's going on? Why don't we just break it down? I'm not gonna, usually I try and like pick out the individual comments, but my because of the giveaway, my comments, the way I read like all comments, if you don't have your YouTube channel, you don't really know, but you can look at all of the comments and it'll show you which video it's assigned to, but it's all in like a list. There are so many more comments on that giveaway video that I ever thought I would have gotten, to be completely honest with you. So yeah, it's a lot harder for me to go through my list and find specific comments right now, but let's kind of just go through it. I had a comment recently that asked me, when is the next time that I will be on the Knights of Teleria podcast? If you guys are not familiar with the Knights of Teleria podcast, it's an awesome podcast every Sunday. I've been on it a handful of times. I love being on it. I love those guys. I still talk to them regularly, especially Zero Brew. I talk to him a lot. PJ, I talk to him a lot just because they're streaming all the time right around the times that I'm kind of like bored and just throw something on, you know, background noise type thing, and I just hang out and chat with them. I don't know when I will be on the next one. It's football season right now, which means that my team's schedule kind of interferes with their podcast schedule a little bit, and with me working full-time when it comes to the knowledge, I don't know what's going on in Raid as much because I'm not consuming as many YouTube videos from other creators as I used to. I used to have time to sit here all day and watch several videos coming in and you know, keep up with the news. It's a lot harder for me to do that now because I just don't have that time. So maybe after football season, maybe there's a bye week in there, but even then, you know, a lot of times my Sundays are taken up with my family, and at least for now, because, you know, the schedule will probably get moved again. But I've talked a lot about my mental health on this channel, and Sunday, I'm lucky enough right now to have a mental health provider who does appointments on the weekends, which is great for somebody that works full time, so I don't have to take time out of my week to have that meetup. So now that might switch to a remote session, but yeah, that's really important. And you know what, why don't we talk about that a little bit? It's difficult for me to talk about my mental health sometimes because I'm always afraid of sharing, not because I feel like anyone's gonna judge me for having issues. It's I'm more worried about people thinking that I'm using it in some way for sympathy or anything like that, because that's a very easy take for people to have. You know, it's like, man, all this guy ever does is talk about how depressed he is, and he, you know, blah blah blah. And it's like, well, I mean, I don't, but I do. So either way, real quick disclaimer, my mental health is going great, but I really just want to say, like, if you are going through something, if things just don't feel right, it's really hard to explain. For me, and kind of, when I got out of the military, it was a massive blow for my mental health. And I didn't know that. I didn't realize it. And I'm not crying, by the way. I just allergies, I swear. But my mental health deteriorated to a point where I wasn't even able to recognize it. And it just kind of became my new normal. And I went through that for a very, very long time. And finally, a few months ago, I stopped making excuses and I lit that fire under me to go and get the appropriate help. So I was able to get some medication that has really, really helped me out. And I'm talking to somebody now, which has also really, really helped. This isn't so much a life update. Honestly, this is kind of a left turn from what my original idea for today's video was, but it's worth saying. It's one of the things that I absolutely adore from Ash and his content, is that he just keeps such an open line of communication with his viewers. Do those videos get a lot of views? No, they don't, but that's not the point. The point is to communicate and to let people know that help works. And I had convinced myself that it wouldn't until I got it and realized the absolute just circle of issue, you know, that circle of problems that I was in, right? Because you start to feel bad because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. That makes you not do more stuff. Then you start feeling bad because you didn't. It's just like an endless cycle where you feel bad, then you feel bad because you feel bad because you feel bad. And, you know, I can't put it into words, but I highly recommend if you are, and I understand that everybody has the means, they may not have the schedule, there may be 1,000 things that are blocking somebody from getting mental health that they may think that they need. But if you need that message, if you're just waiting for that sign or something to say, hey, let's do this, take it from me, take it from someone who's been there, now is the time. So sorry for that little detour, but it is relevant to my life stuff, right? Because that's a big part of my life right now, is kind of getting that back on track and coming out from the hole that I kind of dug for myself for many years of not working and not, you know, getting that help and kind of just going in that cycle. So, but yeah, I talk a lot about the job that I got. It's been a couple months that I've been in that role, and it's going very well. I feel like I'm enjoying it. It's a commission-based job, so my profit depends a lot on my ability to, you know, get that sale essentially. But being new, it can be hard, kind of, you know, I'm building that bridge essentially. I'm kind of building that platform and growing into this industry. So it's been great for me. It's been great for my family. You know, we've got a little bit more wiggle room with money, which has been nice, especially with the current state of government shutdown and stuff, because my wife is in the military still, and that is something that, you know, we are a little concerned about. So we're always keeping an eye on that. So it's been nice to have that cushion in case for whatever reason she may not get paid and such. So, but this has heavily impacted my ability to do collabs, which is another thing that I see people ask me about all the time. Hey, how come you haven't done a collab in a while? When are you going to do a collab? You know, hey, we would love to see a collab. And the main reason I haven't been able to do any of them is because my schedule is so limited, and Saturdays are not always the best for everybody, right? I mean, if you consider kind of the age group of a lot of the content creators, it varies, right? But a lot of them are kind of in that age range now where their weekends are being spent with their families, with their kids, with their significant others, right? So it can be really difficult to get a collab going when I can really only do them on the weekends. So I don't want to put people in a position where they have to say no to that, right? I don't want to put somebody in a position to say, hey, I can only do this on Saturday or Sunday. Let's make it happen, and then they're like, okay, I really want to do this. And then now there's pressure on them. I just don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be a burden on anybody. Previously, we would do them at especially for like the overseas ones. I remember waking up really, really early one day to do one overseas. I think that was with Nubs. I think I woke up really early for that one and stuff like that. So it's just difficult for where I'm at right now, kind of with that weekends only type thing, to be able to do the collabs. Now I am open to them. I'm willing to do them if I know that a couple of the content creators regularly watch my content and will probably say something in the comments. So feel free to reach out to me. I just don't want to be that burden and take people away from their families or kind of, have an impact on their theoretical free time. So I don't know. That's just how I am. I don't like to be a burden on people, but that's also brings me into live streaming. I love streaming. You guys make it so much fun, and I will never forget some of the awesome live stream experiences that we've had, especially when it comes to pulling shards. I used to do all of my shard pulls live, which was a lot of fun, and I would like to get back to that. That's something that I think can come back. I think I can start streaming again. My evenings are pretty much free. Once my daughter goes to bed, I don't have very much to do, and we kind of just, I come down to my office. That's my time to play some games. My wife's time to kind of relax and enjoy her games and watch her shows. So it's a great opportunity to maybe start streaming again. I'm not going to announce anything official, and it's not going to be like every Saturday, because the biggest problem with streaming, especially when you're working full time, it has nothing to do with my availability as much as it does my time. My current job, I mentioned, is sales. I'm in front of people a lot. I'm talking to people, calling, blah, 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 right? I could talk about it forever, but I have to be on for that. And if you are the least bit introverted, you may kind of understand what I mean by that, right? Like, it takes a lot of effort and energy for me to present myself. I very much like to sit back, dress comfortably, and just kind of zone out and play the game that I want to play. And that may not be the one that people want to watch on stream, right? And that kind of is the problem. People want to watch me play Raid. That's great, but it can be really hard to be motivated to play Raid when I'm sacrificing what time that could be put towards another game that I really, really want to play, and I have an itch to play right that moment, but I can't because I got to go stream. And that's why I'm saying it's not going to be like a mandatory thing, but it'll be a thing I think I'll do. I think we'll do a couple shard streams and things like that in the near future. What I will promise you guys is that if it's on, actually not even if it's on the weekend, but when they do the next Primal event, I will definitely stream that one live. So keep an eye out for that. Either way, guys, I hope this little life update is something that you guys appreciate, but I wanted to answer a few of those questions that you guys are always asking me. Tomorrow, we will give an update on, or we'll announce who the winner is of the event for the account giveaway. And yeah, then we just keep on moving on. But I'm excited. Raid, this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing is about to come to an end, so I feel like the next big thing in Raid hopefully is right around the corner, which I think will be fun. I don't know what it is, but I'm looking forward to it. So thanks again for all the support from you guys. I don't know if I would be where I'm at if not for you guys getting me through kind of that rough patch when I first moved my new location and couldn't find work and everything. So you guys helped get me through that with awesome donations. You guys know who you are. I don't want to shout out just one person, but if you guys were there for the shard pull when I got Commodus, you'll know what I'm talking about. So, and I remember your name. I don't want to single out. I don't want to single anybody out and make other people feel like they weren't welcome, because each and every one of you, whether you donated $300 or $3, you all made a huge impact in my life for that period of time. So I will always be grateful to the community for that. Shared my life update. I'm rambling now. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. That is the best way to support this channel. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video. Take care.